Good morning, grade 9. How are you? I hope you are well, my dear students. Thank you so much. So, as you can see, this is a new online course which is about grammar entitled The Reported Speech. Good. If we want to define the reported speech, how can or what can we say? The reported speech is when we report someone else's speech, but there are some changes which we have to make. Good. So again, the reported speech is when we report someone else's speech, but there are some changes which we have to make. Let me give you these examples. Let's start with these examples. Okay, so in order to understand. So this is my sentence, for example, which is in direct speech. I like, when we say a direct speech, it means when you say any sentence, when you talk to your friend directly. I like almonds very much, said Mary. This is a direct speech sentence. If I want to change this or transform this sentence or this direct speech sentence into a reported speech, I should say the following sentence. Mary said, okay, between brackets that, she liked almonds very much. Okay, please have a look at the bold words. Look at the bold words. I like, bold and underlined, said Mary, and here also I have underlined and make the verb liked in bold character. Okay, which means that I have made some changes within these two verbs, or within this verb, sorry. Okay, see. I like almonds very much, said Mary. And I have transformed my sentence into a reported speech. But I should transform my verb like into past simple liked. Okay, as you can see. So Mary said that she liked almonds very much. So as simple as such, you just, when you want to transform a sentence from direct speech into reported speech, you should make change into the verb, as you can see. And again, we have, or it's optional to add the word that in here. That's why it's put between the brackets. It's optional to add it or no. So look carefully again. I have put in the direct speech. I have put I like almonds very much. I put it between two inverted commas. It should be. Why? Because this is my direct speech. I should put my speech, which I said, between two inverted commas. Said Mary, said Abdullah, said Wasim, anything you like. All right. Then the reported speech, there is no need to put the inverted commas, as you can see. Just you have to change the verb tense, and it's optional to add that. You can say Mary said that she liked almonds, or Mary said she liked almonds very much. All right, as you can see. Very good. Example 2 now. Direct speech. I'm going to go mountain climbing tomorrow. Sahir said to Sajid. Again, this is my direct speech, and I'm using here another tense. So let's say the future. I'm going to go mountain climbing tomorrow. Sahir said to Sajid. The reported speech should be as follows. Sahir told, alright, Sajid that he was going to go mountain climbing the next day. Look carefully. In my direct speech, I have underlined I'm going to and tomorrow. Tomorrow, this is what we call a time expression. All right, good. And again, I have the verb said. Okay, in the reported speech, I should simply say Sahir told Sajid that he was going to. I'm going to should be transformed into past. He was. I'm going, I should say in here, he was going to. So I can simply notice that when I use the present simple in the direct speech, it should be transformed into past simple with the reported speech, as you can see. So Sahir told Sajid that he was going instead of saying I'm going. All right, to go mountain climbing the next day. And my time expression tomorrow is changed into, or has been changed into, the next day. In other words, you have to follow the transformation as it is. There is no way to make other changes. You just follow these transformations. All right. Thank you so much. Okay. So as you can see, you can pause when you take the lesson. When you write the lesson, you can pause and take the notes. Okay. Fine. Let's go ahead. Please, let's proceed now. There are, as I said, when you want to change from direct speech to reported speech, there are some changes which you have to follow in terms of the tense and so on and so forth, and the time expressions later on. Also, there are some changes which we have to follow within the modal verbs, as you can see, and so on and so forth. So, for example, let's take the example of the present simple. If I have a direct speech sentence which is in the present simple or past simple, if my direct speech sentence is in the present simple, as you can see, I like ice cream. In the reported speech, I should say, she said or he said that she liked. See? She liked. I have a transformed like, which is the present simple, into past simple. So, a present simple tense should be transformed into past simple. I like, she liked. Next example. The present continuous should be changed into past continuous. I'm living in London. She said that she was living in London. I'm living. This is the present continuous. It should be transformed into past continuous. She said that she was living in London. You can, as you can see, you have the word that, which is an optional word. You can use it as you cannot. Okay? Thank you. Again, another example. If I have the direct speech sentence in the past simple, I bought a car. What about the reported speech? It should be transformed into past perfect. She said that she had bought a car, or she said that she bought a car. You can keep the same sentence in the past, or you can simply change it into the past perfect. She said that she had bought. Had bought is my past perfect, as you can see. Had bought is my past perfect. Okay. Let's proceed with the modal verbs, as you can see. For example, will and would. Would becomes would. I will or I'll see you later. She said that she would see me later. So as you can see, I have transformed will into would. Okay, I'll see. Direct speech. In the reported speech, we should say would see me later. Okay, can becomes could. Would in here remains the same. There is no change for would. It remains the same. I would help, but. She said that she would help, but. Can becomes could. Could also in here remains the same. We cannot change it. I could swim then when I was 4. She said that she could swim when she was 4, and so on and so forth. All right. So it's the same for the others. Now, okay, let me just scroll up and down so you can take all the changes when you take notes. All right. So there are the changes. Okay. Here are the changes that occur in terms of tenses, and here in terms of tenses. All right. You can pause the video when you read. You can pause the video later on and take the notes. Okay. Easily. Now, and here are the changes that occur in terms of time expressions. Time expressions, as I said. For example, now, when we have a direct speech using the time expression now, it becomes then at that time. For example, today, it becomes yesterday, that day, Tuesday, the 27th of June, for example, and so on and so forth. Yesterday becomes the day before Wednesday, the day before yesterday. Last night becomes the night before, Thursday night, and so on and so forth. You just follow the changes and take it easy, please. Okay? As you can see. Okay, there's here a remark which I have to tell you about. Apart from the verbs say and tell, usually when we use within the direct speech, the reported speech, we use the verbs say and tell. Apart of them, also we can use other verbs. Like what? Like refuse, offer, agree, promise, threaten, advise, remind, invite, suggest, explain, and so on and so forth. There are lots of verbs which you can use apart from say and tell. So this is it, my dears. This is our lesson. As you can see, it's not complicated. You can just follow step by step, and you can pause the video. All right. at any time. Take the notes. All right, take the notes at any time. And if you have any question, please, you can ask me. So you can refer to the course book, your Full Blast course book on page 61. All right, on page 61, Full Blast program. Okay, so this is really nice of you. Thank you so much for your attention. I hope you have understood the lesson, please. And if you have any question, as I said, please feel free to ask me. Thank you so much. And that's the end of the lesson. Thank you.